welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Robin, aka Paperback Fern, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. It's good to see you. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I did some shopping, and by some I mean maybe a lot. Now, originally this haul was supposed to be just for these poetry books that I ordered from Querencia Press, which, if you aren't aware, Querencia Press published my book, Girl, which you can get if you go to the link down in my description. And I wanted to support my fellow authors by purchasing some books. So I have already opened from all their packaging to put in one. Let's take a look at these Querencia Press books. So I ordered 5 books. I don't know what any of them are about, but let's go over them. So I have Love Me Louder, which was the one that unfortunately came ruined the first time around. But Love Me Louder is by Tyler Harula Shide, a poet born and raised in Denver, Colorado. She is queer, polyamorous, and a pet parent to 2 cats. Her poems have been published previously in Anti-Heroinchic, Aurum Journal, Rat's Ass Review, and Gnashing Teeth Publishing. Her poems feature love, polyamory, family, growing up, and being queer. She values connection, authenticity, and vulnerability, and tries to encompass these values in her writing as well as everyday life. So that's a bit about the author. That's what the inside looks like. Just a cute little chapbook. The second book is Songs of the Blood by Kate McAllister. Kate is an author, feminist activist, and founder of the multilingual community arts and literature project Stimmendare Rebellion, Denge Berkswaden, Voices of the Rebellion, there we go. Find Kate on Instagram, Kissed by Fire. Also, by the way, these covers are so beautiful, thanks to Emily, who designs a good bit of the covers, I think. Yes, cover designed by Emily Perkovich. I designed my own cover, but seeing all these covers kind of makes me wish that I didn't. This is Allison, which was the first book published by the press, by Marissa Silva Dunbar, a Latina poet from the Southwest. Hundreds of her poems have been published in the last decade. Her poetry has been nominated for both Pushcart and Best of the Net awards. She graduated from the University of East Anglia with her master's in poetry, and she's the founder of Neon Mariposa magazine. She co-edited the anthology Christopha and is the author of #Becky and When Goddesses Wake. When she is not writing, Marissa is an educator and enjoys discussing pop culture and history. This one I'm intrigued to read. I know nothing about the person it's kind of like inspired by, so, but apparently her story is very interesting. Happy to have that one. Every potion a spell, or every poem a potion, every song a spell. Look, when this dropped, I died inside. The cover is beautiful. The title is immaculate. Stephanie Parent also made left a really good review on my book, Girl. Like, I've never read such a beautiful thing before. Yeah, Stephanie Parent is a lifetime lover of fairy tales of all sorts, but she especially appreciates the stories where clever girls defeat monsters, with or without a fairy godmother's help. An author of poetry and prose, Stephanie is still writing her own happily ever after. Every poem a potion, every song a spell is her first poetry collection. This one is just beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. And then the last chapbook book I have is Retail Park by Samuel Miller. Sam Miller is a writer from Basildon. He writes on family, home, and mental health. You can find his poetry and artwork on Instagram at Sam Miller Writes. Yeah, what that one looks like. But those are the poetry chapbooks and books that I ordered from my press. I'm really excited to read these. I wanted to read them for the Sealy challenge, but I didn't get that far. My next haul is a mix of places. The bag though is from Pocketbooks, which is where I had my book signing. In case you missed it, I think I have a sort of vlog posted about it. I'm unsure. But it's time for the Pocketbooks haul and other haul. So first off, the local Authors Fest that I went for my book signing at had obviously many other authors, and I picked up this book, Darkness Falls by A.E. Faulkner. I am just about finished with it. I am right here towards the end. This is so good. And by so good, I mean, sure, the writing is, a bit weak, but in the sense that I am an adult trying to read what is more young adult, so I won't have the same enjoyment as maybe someone younger than I would, but it's still a really good book. It's about a pre-apocalyptic time on the East Coast, so it takes place in Delaware and Pennsylvania, and I think they're going south to New Jersey, I think it was. But yeah, really excited to finish this. I will definitely tell you how it goes. Let's see. I'm going to pull out books that I bought and then go over books that I thrifted. So Pocketbooks also did a live reading for the author Molly Kugel and her new release for her book Ground Cover. This is another poetry collection. It's very earthy. A lot of the poems talk about nature and how grief is both something we deal with and how it plays an interesting part in the cycle of life and how we can heal through that knowledge. It was very interesting, and I loved listening to Molly read it. She did so well. I know there's going to be a few words in here that I have to look up because they're plant terms that I don't know anything about. I also got Crush by Richard Seiken. This was highly recommended by pretty much everyone I know, and I'm really excited to start reading the poems in here. So I also got that one. And then the last book that I got from Pocketbooks was the long-awaited Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I started listening to this as an audiobook, but I really wanted to read it instead because I was enjoying it so much already. So I got that, and I cannot wait to read it. That's a short little haul from Pocketbooks. I went and ordered another book. This is from a friend, Sophia Slade. She launched a Kickstarter for her Nightmare Assassin book, and I, of course, had to back it. And I got a signed book with a cute little bookmark. That's really cool. Got that one. And then these books I thrifted. I picked up Alfred Hitchcock's Happy Death Day from a free little library the other day to read for my spooky TBR. I picked up 100 Years of Solitude. I saw Emmy Reads on YouTube. She was doing a book club reading of this, I think, and I didn't have a copy on hand to read, and I was so happy to, there's a leaf. I was just flipping through the pages and there's a leaf pressed in here. That's so cool. Anyways, I really wanted to get a copy, and I saw 5 of them at the free little library, and I'm like, well, of course I'm going to get one. And so I chose the one with the nicest cover, in my opinion. And then these I got from my aunt. She's decluttering. She's unhauling some books. I really want to read Holly Black, The Cruel Prince, her book, but I don't have the funds to currently go out and purchase it. So instead, I picked up this book that my aunt was giving away. It's called Valiant, A Modern Tale of Fairy. It's short. I feel like if I don't like this, then maybe I will know if I'll like her other writing or not. So I have this. I also picked up another fantasy called Dragon's Keep by Janet Lee Carey. I'm not totally sure what this is about. I just thought it was interesting. And it's also a pretty short fantasy. And I thought it'd be a good introduction to her writing. And then one that I'm really, really looking forward to reading is A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest J. Gaines. So the back of this book says, a young black man is an unwitting party to a liquor store shootout in which 3 men are killed, and as he is the only survivor, he is sentenced to death because he's convicted of murder. Grant Wiggins, who left his hometown for the university, has returned to the plantation school to teach. He's deciding whether he should stay or if he should go to a different state, and his aunt, Jefferson's godmother, the man who was convicted of murder, persuades him to visit Jefferson in his cell and impart his learning and his pride to Jefferson before his death. In the end, the 2 men forge a bond as they both come to understand the simple heroism of resisting and defying the unexpected. The way this looks, it looks like it's a classic, and I just think it's very interesting. The title alone has me interested, but I feel like I'm going to go in here and be highlighting and underlining and marking so many pages. But I cannot wait to read this. That's my current book haul. I don't think I will be purchasing any more books in the near future. If I do, I'll be sure to share more. But yeah. Have you gone on a book haul? If so, please drop what you've ordered because, as I always say, I am looking for things to add to my TBR list. But for now, I've got this cute stack to get through. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my rundown and unboxing of these books. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!